Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum, the Bug Catcher Edition. It has been so long, and also, why am I not flying? La 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 long, la 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 long long long. It has been so la 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 long since we recorded this. Sorry about it, like being well, I won't say sorry, but I will say, look, it was Christmas, that's pretty much it. So I think the last video of this went up maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I pretty much concentrated on getting Kirby finished up, and then I took a bit of a break over the holiday period, which I'm glad I did, to be honest. It was nice just to be able to relax and enjoy Christmas, and now it's the 1st of January today. It's the first day of 2022, and I recorded as well the first part of a brand new Let's Play today, which was Super Mario Odyssey, and that just went up. A couple of hours ago. So here I am now, checking out Lake Verity. Oh no, not Lake. No, this isn't Lake Verity. This is Lake Valor, isn't it? Yeah, that hick town called Twin Leaf, where people are named things like Bug and Bane. That's a weird place. Look at these Magikarp. I so vividly remember I was able to tune in for the, would you like to join a Magikarp and flop around in the mud? Maybe call me next weekend when I have more time. Would you like to have a hole in the hay? I vividly remember this part of the game since I vividly remember it because of I was thankfully able to check out Secret Fury's stream of Pokemon Platinum when she was doing this part of the game. Unfortunately, I'm like that's the most irritating thing. I always feel so bad because it's like anytime that I stream, it seems that people are always able to come because I usually stream in the evening time over here, like maybe 6-7 o'clock, and that's usually the morning time or morning to lunch time where a lot of my audience are, except for Katie, where it's usually like the middle of the night, so she knows my pain, I guess, is what I want to say. But I always feel so bad because usually people are able to come to my streams and then I'm not able to reciprocate because I pretty much wake up every morning, right? I pretty much wake up every morning to like emails saying, this person went live, this person went live, this person went live, Secret Fury went live, Minnie went live, you know, Mayo went live, like everyone went live. While I was asleep, everyone was was streaming their best self, you know? Magikarp is weakly flopping about. Magikarp isn't weak. Haven't you ever heard of a little Pokemon Stadium minigame called Magikarp Splash, where you jump like about 50 feet into the air to hit like a little timer thing? So yeah, I always feel like kind of bad that then I see that and I'm like, oh well, I was asleep, you know, I wasn't able to go. But I do like do my best if somebody is kind of if I am available. I always like, it's always fun to just hang out, you know, and that's one of the things I've really relished about getting into streaming over this past year or so, or over the past, like, how long has it been? Like maybe the past like 6 months, I guess, maybe a bit more. Should be doing wing attack here. Over the past like maybe 6 months or so, it's something that I've really relished, is just that kind of sense of community and camaraderie or whichever. I'm also really glad I set up my Discord server as well, so that's also been great, just to be able to connect with people. I feel like that's what I've been missing for so long. I feel like I've talked about this so much, I sound like a broken record, but I feel like for the longest time I wasn't able to recapture the glory of 2010 and 2011, you know, when we were just a load of crazy kids, and when we were like oysters, and I'm just that kind of oyster who doesn't know how to say how much he loves you. Like, raw oysters. It's like when he says raw oysters, it sounds so sleazy, it's disgusting. He's like, we're like oysters, raw oysters. No, wait. And you're the pearl, Sorry. Oh my god, X scissor, Jesus. That's gonna that'll break my concentration right there. Well, I'm gonna go over Fury Cutter. I like Fury Cutter as much as the next guy, but I think Santoku needs to be our heavy hitter here. Houndour! The perfect opportunity to test out our new X Scissor. When I think of X Scissor, do you know what I think of? I think of Anakin Skywalker decapitating Count Dooku. That's what I think of. I think of twice the pride, double the fall. Except for Dooku, not for Anakin, or Pianakin. Switch. What were they sending out? The Stunky? The final girl. We can see if final girl can do something. As you can see in between videos, I did some grinding. I did my usual thing where I grind up to the levels of the previous gym leader we beat. So everyone is level 40 now. Toxic Girl. Britney Spears Toxic. Final Girl knows some really useful attacks. We've got Toxic Spikes, which I think is just going to be very, very, like, strategically useful. I might even try that against Saturn. I can't even remember what Pokemon he has. And Poison Fang is also going to be useful, but Bug Bite I think is probably the best recourse we have here. Yeah, see, we took out over half its health. One more Bug Bite will fix this guy right off. The only thing about like Toxic Spikes against the against Team Galactic is it's not very useful because of they normally have like they'll normally have a poison Pokemon or something, or a flying Pokemon, one or the other, which limit its usability. So they send out some stupid thing like Scun Tank, that ugly thing, and then they just absorb up your Toxic Spikes right there and then. But I'm thinking for like battles like even coming up against Candace, where that'll come like sooner than we think, you know. I'm thinking like against battles like that, even just sending out Final Girl to be able to get off Toxic Spikes could set us up nice and strategically. Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock, then we're really on the pig's back, as we like to say here, or then we're sucking diesel, as we like to say here as well. You know? He took the punishment. Is that what he said? He said, I took the punishment. These are some sick freaks here. We have one of them over there who likes rolling around in the mud with fish, like rolling around in the mud with fish, and we have one who's like, I like taking punishment. Things are going to get really interesting here now. They're going to be brought to the HQ in Vale soon. And then speaking of sick freaks, this guy is speaking of sick freaks, there's this guy, Saturn. I suppose we can bring in Clarice. I can't remember what all of these Pokemon learned, whether they learned anything of interest, because it was like before Christmas that I did the grinding, so the mission is proceeding without a hitch. The boss should be pleased. So I've been watching the Yu-Gi-Oh anime subtitled since I had only ever seen it dubbed before, and somehow, I don't know how they did it, but those crazy kids, they did it. Maximilian Pegasus, or as he's called, this is like, actually this even adds to it. Maximilian Pegasus is even more crazy in the original than he is in the dub. Like, usually the dub is the one where like this person has a crazy voice or this person has a crazy character. In the original, he's even crazier. First of all, his name is Pegasus J. Crawford, which is crazy enough as it is, and second of all, the other way his voice is like so ambiguously camp. where he sounds like James from Pokemon in like the English dub. Well, in the sub, he sounds like this. he's like, you are the child who raided the Team Galactic building. Jupiter should be ashamed of herself being beaten by a child. Like, he sounds like that. He has like a really weird voice. I dare you look up with the Pegasus J. Crawford original Japanese like voice acting, and it is so fun. It is so funny. And he does this thing where he like intersplices his, I think I talked about this before, but where he uses like random bits of English while like in the middle of his sentences while he's talking, I suppose to make him seem exotic or something like that. Kind of like how they do that with French as a cliche as well. Here's Saturn anyway, our favorite pussycat boy. Clarice is exerting pressure. She learned attack order, did we? Did she learn this off screen? I can't even remember. Ha! You missed. I love the power gem. It is so bad. And every time I go to record this game, I just have so much fun. It's unbelievable. Air clutcher. You think that's gonna spook Clarice? Clarice has seen shit you can't even imagine, the likes of which you've never seen. Really and truly, 10 times over. Commander Saturn. Bronzor, let me see. Well, we can show off attack order, can't we? The annoying thing about like this Bronzor and Bronzong is that like you never know whether they have levitate or not. Look at this, they're actually real bees. What are you going to send out next? The wasps or the bees? Or the wasps with bees in their mouth, and when they bark they shoot bees at you? The wasps that shoot bees at you. That's what it is. Like, that's what's happening. I think that's like what attack order implies, is that we summon all of the little combi to go in and attack for us. Toxic Croak. Yeah, see, Toxic Spikes wouldn't have been very helpful here at all. Why do I still have this bullshit thing in my party? It's stupid. I suppose we can use we can bring a Lannis out. I always have to remind myself this thing is poison and fighting, isn't it? It's not poison and dark. I think I taught her flash cannon. I think I did that off screen, but I can't remember. And I think partly because this is the only Pokemon I have that can learn flash cannon, so it's so who else was I going to teach it to? That did not do very much damage, and Revenge is going to do something fierce, I think. Yeah, that's not great. Will Flash Cannon be not very effective because it's a fighting type? That's what I'm wondering. This is the reconnaissance mission with Alanis. Oh, of course. The one time I don't use Bug Bite and it has a stupid citrus berry. Sure enough. Well, I'll give you that one. Pussycat boy. But, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. You get thy Santoku knife. But yeah, every time I go to, like, record this game, I just have the most fun. I was actually, like, I spent quite a bit trying to get this working on my new setup, on the new MacBook. That's all you've got? Yeah, we are tough. He's not as tough as Mars or Jupiter by any stretch of the imagination. But that's fine. A child like you will never be able to stem the flow of time. Team Galactic will get the 3 legendary Pokemon of the lakes. With their power, we'll create an entirely new universe. By now, Mars should have captured the Pokemon of Lake Verity. I guess that's where we need to head next, is Lake Verity back in, we'll just leave these sick freaks here with the fish. It's like, I thought you said he was dead. No, I said he sleeps with the fishes. Guess we're going back to Twin Leaf Town. Bug is scurrying back. Are you a gnat, Bug? Huh. Gnat? Bug? Do I see some resemblance here? I wish I watched that. Like, that's the kind of film, Uncle Buck. It's the kind of film that I always end up watching in my parents' house over Christmas time for some reason. It's just that kind of film, you know, that they show. Same with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. You see, that's a Thanksgiving movie, technically. But we don't have Thanksgiving here, so we end up watching it at around Christmas time. Ah, Bug, what timing! Those Team Galactic scoundrels are after your legendary Pokemon. You've got to help Dawn. Dawn? I need Dawn like I need a hole in the head. What? Double battles without Dawn? Here was I thinking they were going to, like, get Dawn to help us out here for these double battles. Otherwise, what's the point? Galactic Grunt and Galactic Grunt, Crow Gunk and Glam. Yeah, so many G's. Galactic twice, Grunt twice, Gunk, Glam. Great. Well, look, we've got our two heaviest hitters here. I don't think these punks stand a chance, really, to be perfectly honest. Oh, the sucker punch, as if that's going to do anything. Oh, God. But yeah, I tried, like, I was going getting it set up on the new MacBook, so I did actually went and I transferred the save state, so the library folder over from one computer over to the other and everything like that. So for the templates and everything like that for ScreenFlow, and then like it just didn't and then ScreenFlow 8 just didn't want to record the screen. So I think it might actually be the case that ScreenFlow 8 isn't compatible with the M1 Max. That could be the case. I'm gonna wing attack you. Between wing attack and power gem, you go up against Clarice and Santoku. So what that's like? It's like the Rock and Sock connection, you know? Or it's like the Undertaker and Kane. That's what it's like. It's like you go up against the two of them at the same time. What do you expect? Who was wasn't like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind a tag team at one point as well? There's one for the books. So I'm after like reverting back to my original plan of just using this MacBook, my original one, Enya, to record Platinum, and then if I need to record anything else in the future, I'll figure it out on the new MacBook. I really need to think of a name for the new MacBook. Maybe we'll just call it Mankind. That's what I'll call it, Mankind. I'll record it on Mankind. It's just like, you know what's weird is that like usually when you say the word yeah, see, I even was going to say it there. It's like usually you say mankind with the emphasis on the kind. It's like, oh, unleashed unspeakable horrors upon all mankind or whatever. But it's like when you're talking about the wrestler Mick Foley, then you put all of the stress on the man part, and he's like, mankind, it's the Rock and Mankind. It's like, you're not dealing with mankind, you're going fighting Cactus Jack or whatever. All of this stuff. I'm gonna X-scissor this stunky. Twice the pride, double the fall. Twice the grunt, double twice the galactic, double the grunt. This game just brings out the most ridiculous in me. But yeah, I'll get it set up on Mankind. I think I might just need to get like the newer version of ScreenFlow or something, and then it'll all be set up. One thing I would like to Let's Play, and maybe after this, is I'd love to do Happy Game. I played Happy Game after Christmas. Like, it's not a long game, it's like maybe about 2 hours, I'd say, in total. But I played through it after Christmas. It's the newest game by Amanita, and if you've been watching my videos, then you know I'm a huge fan of their of their games, so like Machinarium, Botanicula, Samorost, the whole lot. And in the Steam sale after Christmas, I actually went and got Chewchel and Happy Game. Happy Game I'd really been looking forward to because of the style of it. Like, it's just so unsettling, you know. It reminds me a tiny little bit of it's definitely in the same kind of like mind space as Bulb Boy, if you remember. I LP'd that a couple of years back or whatever, but way better, like 1,000 times 1,000. Well, Dawn, what kind of a mess have you got yourself into this time? That face, it brings back bad memories. I'm talking about the Windworks. I got a whole lot of trouble for this little incident. You don't remember me, do you? Fine, I'll tell you who I am again. Mars, Sailor Mars, one of Team Galactic's, whatever. Are you some sort of lovey-dovey couple? I thought you two were the lovey-dovey couple. I was gonna give you two some space. Dawn's gonna defect to Team Galactic. Perhaps. Oh, what? You mean we don't fight her with Dawn? Oh no, that's later that something like that happens, isn't it? This would have been like a good chance to set up Stealth Rock, but now that I have Clarice out, I'm just going to default to my usual tactic of just like scumming Power Gem, except that happens. I told you, what did I tell you? Saturn's the pushover here. We might even go so far as to... There's Air Cutter again. We might even go so far as to set up Toxic Spikes, because I think, doesn't she have the Perugly? It's Jupiter that has the let's actually see what that would be like. U-turn would be a nice one to have, actually, for... Don't we get a TM of that at some point? Do we not have it yet? Air Cutter, final girl avoided the attack. You go, girl. So Skorupi is surprisingly defensive. See? We survived. We're just a little witty-bitty final girl here. And I am very proud that we managed to stand up to that. To an Air Cutter like that from this horrific Golbat that's only 2 levels lower than us. I have to trust in the heart of the cards here, because somehow I see some... I sense some danger here in that Clarice was taken out so quickly. I'll wing attack. But I feel at some... See, I was afraid to send out Mariah, because Mariah isn't a rock type. Mariah is a ground type, so Air Cutter probably would have just taken her out, maybe. I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna slash. I have to remember Bug Bite as well. That strategy has served me well so many times in the past. So Bronzor. See, this is probably a good one for us to just stick with Santoku and heal up. You see, the Toxic Spikes didn't do anything to him. Heal up. See, Saturn was a pushover. Mars is like, is coming at me with her pants down here in this battle. She doesn't fucking mess around. That's okay. All I want to do is have some fun. All I want to do is get... where are we? Do I have no revives? Oh, I do. Thank you. I should have bought more of them. I feel like I've been spamming them probably to just like scum through some battle or other. To just get through with brute force alone. Okay, we need to... The thing is, we need to have Clarice in full of her fettle, I think is what it is. Yeah, you do that, whatever. See if I care. Watch me care in about 5 seconds when I hurt myself in confusion. No, I care. Alright, I care. The thing is, this thing isn't going to end up taking us out. Here's the famous last words moment, because it's just not doing that much damage. maybe it's more likely that we'll take ourselves out at this rate. But Bronzor, your days are numbered. Now I'm on the offense. No longer am I on the defense here. It's like I'm Rock Lee and I'm after taking the weights off. Ready to take you to the woodshed. Maybe it was Steve. I definitely feel like Steve Austin and Mankind was a tag team matchup at one point. I know Mankind and Al Snow was a matchup. But I feel like something inside me is telling me that Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind was a tag team. I definitely know that like The Rock and Mankind were a tag team, because how could you not remember the Rock and Sock connection? Okay, so now this thing is poisoned and it got the can I thief the... I'm gonna thief the citrus berry away. Yeah, you waste your time doing bullshit like that. If I can't, don't, please, thank you. If I don't have bug bite, at least I have thief. Yes, brilliant, the citrus berry. But am I never going to eat it because because my HP is already so low? Yes, no, here we go. Oh my god, we're totally gonna get her, and I feel great. Like I just have such a sense of satisfaction. Do you know when you like finish a battle and you're like, yes, I handled that the right way. I took out Mars and I deserved the win. That's a great feeling. I lost again. So first the Windworks and now Lake Verity that I owe you for. This shouldn't be happening to Team Galactic's commander. I'll go talk to Saturn, he knows all about it. It's like, why does she have the cat and he looks like a cat? Surely you'd think... Like, I see Jupiter and Skuntank because she has, like, the purple hair and she has, like, the purple hair like the skunk or whatever. But, like, surely Saturn should have the cat since he has, like, the pussycat hair. And actually, when you think about it, Mars's hair is almost like the Toxicroak, like, spikes or whatever. We're pulling out. The boss is waiting at HQ. Pokemon after 3 lakes are connected somehow. Thanks to Saturn's grandstanding at Lake Valor, a cavern. Yeah, he blew the place up. He just exploded the place. But yeah, like Mars, if anyone, should have Toxicroak because she has like the pointy curvy hair, like the pointy curvy big meaty claws of Toxicroak. Here you just keep talking about like the Lion King while we're just waiting to go. Dawn hasn't done jack shit. She's just standing there in her scarf and hat. Like she's in some ABBA music video or something. Yeah, clear out. I see, so this occurred in Lake Valor. Another legendary Pokemon was taken away by Team Galactic. Both of you went up against full-fledged criminals. The fact that you're on it, but my friends Brenda and Tallulah just won't stop drinking. So for lunch, I'm making a tuna niçoise salad with a mustard vinaigrette, and they're not invited. What about Bane? What about Bane? Is Bane safe? Do you feel in charge? Peace has cost you your strength. Victory has defeated you. Oh my god. Anyway, we're going to visit Bane now. I think the easiest way to get there, is it not to go here to Celestic Town? Also, should I not be ending the fucking video? I've been going for like 28 minutes. I feel like I need to teach something strength. We need a burger that has strength to get through Mount Coronet and get up to Lake Acuity, but that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching this part of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. Happy New Year. Let's hope 2022 is a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye now.